Y'all a second to get up in this joint. Make sure your phone's on silent. I'm talking to myself out loud. We need no interruptions in the class. Come on, y'all. Let's see. Okay. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua, Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. It's the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We teach the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans their true nationality according to the Bible and what they should be doing, you know what I'm saying, at this present time. You know what I mean? Today is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. The name of the class is Brotherhood and Unity Only Can Be with the Laws. And we're going to get into that tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because the UPK is the only place where you can get brotherhood. You know what I mean? We have tried everything except actually following God. You know what I'm saying? And there's only one place you can follow the Most High, and it is the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High only choose one man, one way, one faith, one baptism, one way of learning, and that's the UPK. You know what I mean? So you might think, well, show me UPK in the Bible. Show me ISUPK in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Since this is the only way, and since the Lord wanted to be this way, right? I can't show you ISUPK in the Bible. I can't show you Commander General Hunt in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But I can show you that the Lord only choose one way, one fashion, one body. You know what I'm saying? The Most High sees us. He sees the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that these brothers and sisters really love each other and are serious about following the laws, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He witnessed the things that's going on. You know what I mean? Because you never know when you entertain, you know what I'm saying, angel of the Lord. The Lord knows what's going on. You know what I mean? And he sees it in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? So without no delay, we're going to jump right into these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. Let's go. Let's get 1 Corinthians, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to start at verse 10. Let's see where we at. The book of 1 Corinthians, and we're going to start at verse 10, right? 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 10. You know what I'm saying? And it reads, it says, now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which we ignorantly call Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? That ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no division among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. Okay, so what does that mean, right? Let's break it down. Let's go through it, right? Let's break it down right quick. So like, you make a little roll. Okay. It says, now I beseech you, brethren. You know what I'm saying? Let's look up the word beseech, so we can understand exactly what we read. You know what I mean? In ISUPK, we don't just speed past words. You know what I mean? We make sure everybody get the opportunity to understand exactly what's going on, right? So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna look up the word beseech. Beseech. It's like okay, beseech means ask. Ask someone urgently, like fervently to do something implore or entreat, but it actually the word just means to ask, right? You know what I'm saying? So it won't be no, you know what I'm saying? No confusion. It's, okay, so let's read it. Say the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 10, right? It says, like I gotta get it out. Okay. So let's let me see. So like what was it? We at first the book of 1 Corinthians, we're at chapter 1 and verse 10. I'm gonna get sister and brother time to get that right quick. But this class is about brotherhood and unity. You know what I'm saying? And it can only be with the laws. You can only have real brotherhood and unity if you include the laws in it. And you know what I'm saying? We talking about how, you know what I'm saying, we are in a world that don't include laws. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that moral compass. So we finna break down what's the proper way and the reason that you should have brotherhood and these laws at the same time. So triple Salagi if I may, Baba Kushas Salashi. The bring the verse 10 out for me. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 10. When you get it out. Wow. All right, come on with it when you get it.
So First Corinthians chapter 1, verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that ye all speak the same thing.
That we all do what?
That ye all speak the same thing.
Because you know in the Christian in the Christianity, they had like 200 and some denomination last time I checked, like 240. I'm sure they just made some, you know what I'm saying? So it says that ye all speak the same thing, but if you got a Baptist and you got somebody that's Pentecostal and you got somebody that's Seventh-day Adventist, but all I'm saying they Christian, you know what I'm saying? They not speaking the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They all got a difference going on. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
And that there be no divisions among you.
There be no what?
No divisions among you.
We won't be divided. You know what I'm saying? Even now we got, you know what I'm saying, these we call them fake Israelite groups. We got these other groups that, you know what I'm saying, that was stem from the ISUPK, in lack of better word. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that came and learned from one of the ISUPK brothers was in school, or you know what I'm saying? They felt like they learned enough. They want to start their own thing, and they changed certain doctrines and certain things about, you know what I'm saying, how we dress. They just changed the doctrine. You know what I'm saying? But read that part again.
And there be no division among you.
There'll be no division among you. So if these other places was actually, you know what I'm saying, following the Most High the proper way, it wouldn't be no division amongst us. You wouldn't see a Catholic church and a Baptist church on the same street. You know what I'm saying? We just seen churches literally next door to each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, somebody they divided because they don't have the, you know what I'm saying, the law. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sit right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to lean it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they not speaking the same thing. They not, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and read the next line. I'm sorry, I was gonna say I was gonna jump ahead.
Come with God, sir. And there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment.
That we be what?
Perfectly joined together.
Perfectly joined together. You know what I'm saying? It brings me to mind of the scripture. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing. How could two walk together unless they be agreed, right? So when ISUPK say we're not affiliated with no other Israelite group or no other group or fashion or whatever you want to call it, read that part again.
But that you be perfectly joined in the same mind and in the same judgment.
Because they don't have the same mind and the same judgment that's coming after these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? They doing something off. You know what I'm saying? And we not there to teach them. You know what I'm saying? We was there to teach them. You know what I'm saying? But they decided to go elsewhere. But if it's one body, you know what I'm saying, and one mind, you know what I'm saying? It's no division amongst us, then you shouldn't leave. You know what I'm saying? This is the body since 1969. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead with that. Keep reading with that. Like
it's verse 11. For it has been declared unto me of you, my brethren, by them which of those, by them which are of the house of Chloe, that there are contentions among you.
Right. So the Most High, you know what I'm saying? He want us all to believe the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He don't want me to believe that I'm an Israelite and you believe you're a Christian, and he believe he's African or Muslim. You know what I'm saying? He want all of us to be on one accord. You know what I'm saying? American philosophy is that you can be whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You can be, one guy can be, you know what I'm saying, Kemet. One guy can be Muslim. One guy can be a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's here, you know what I'm saying, all together. We just believe in everything. But in the UPK, we all believe in one thing. You know what I'm saying? If you hear me speak, you'll hear my other brother speak the same thing, whether he in the UK or California or New York. We're gonna all speak the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have a connection. You know what I'm saying? Read that from the top again. It's like
Verse 11. For it hath been declared unto me of you, my brethren, by them which are of the house of Chloe, that there are contentions among you.
So it's a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, going on because we're not on the same page with each other. You know what I mean? We don't have that unity. You know what I'm saying? Because in America, like I said, we feel like we can be anything. If you notice, everything in America is damn near accepted, except you saying you're Israelite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can be anything in America. You can be anything. You know what I'm saying? Except the Israelite. And you can tell by how they address us. You know what I'm saying? They don't say the Israelites. They say the black Israelites. Hold on, how you gonna call me black if I'm telling you we Israelites? And no such thing as a black Israelite. You know what I'm saying? We Israelites. We don't go by our color. You know what I'm saying? We got Israelites that might look like, you know what I'm saying, Bill Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas might think he's Israelite. You know what I'm saying? They don't even say all this like. But you know what I'm saying? Drop there and give me Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 4. Baba Kashab. Because you know what I'm saying? If we continue to just act like, you know what I mean, long as we ain't doing wrong, as long as we say something good and we with the Lord, that's how a Christian would think. As long as they ain't doing wrong, you got to live right, is what they would say. But how do you know how to live right? Because the pastor ain't teaching us how to live right. You know what I'm saying? I just seen bullet holes in the church before. You know what I'm saying? Pastor asked the wrong woman to come to the back that time. You know what I'm saying? They are not on the same. Okay, so say for instance, if we join ourselves with, say, even another Israelite group, right? Say we join with them, right? We don't know how they've been taught. You know what I'm saying? We know how we've been taught. We taught on the command General Hunter, right? And we have been there to experience the brotherhood that comes from the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? I haven't experienced the brotherhood from nowhere else. I can't even recognize the brotherhood from nowhere else because of the things that's happening, the things that we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? Real brotherhood is not having half-naked women bring you bottles on the Passover day, on the day of the Passover. You know what I'm saying? That's not brotherhood. That's horrible. And say we was joined with them, so now they can say, oh, you know, them brothers, all them Israelites, they was in the club with the half naked women. It was a Passover. They can't say we did that. They can't say we had nothing to do with that, no shape, form, fashion, because we already let you know we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or anybody for that matter. You know what I'm saying? So how can we have brotherhood without, you know what I'm saying, having the laws? Is impossible. You know what I'm saying? And how can we have brotherhood if we think differently? You know what I'm saying? We're not on the same accord. You know what I mean? If you think anything differently from doing the laws and following the laws, statutes, and commandments, you're not following God. Period. Because the Lord is. Go ahead and bring that scripture out. It's like
Ephesians 4, what, sir?
4, chapter 4, verse 4. Bible shot.
It's book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body and one spirit.
How many?
One body.
There's 2 bodies.
One body.
3 bodies.
One body.
Keep going.
And one spirit.
How many spirits?
One spirit.
Keep going.
Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
And how many hope?
One hope of your calling.
Okay, keep going.
One Lord. One faith.
One baptism. Hold on, Shalaki, stop right there. So it says there is one body and one spirit, even as we are called in one hope of your calling. You know what I'm saying? There is one body according to the Bible, not multiple bodies, not multiple organizations. There is one body. You know what I'm saying? Not different denominations. You know what I'm saying? Not Christians, not committed. There is only one body. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no other way to serve the Lord Shalakia other than being in that one body. You know what I'm saying? You have to be on the same accord to even be joined to a body. You know what I'm saying? If you, say if your leg had a different mind than the rest of your body or your other leg. You know what I'm saying? Because one body got the head, the arms, the body, the legs, the feet, and that's one person. All of that got to go together on one accord. You know what I'm saying? Imagine your body got different agendas. You know what I'm saying? This leg want to go up the stairs. This leg want to go back down the stairs. And your body is undecided within the body. Your ass gonna fall down the stairs. You know what I'm saying? For real. What if this hand holding the plate and this hand supposed to be feeding you? You're supposed to be using the spoon, but this hand want to hold the plate. So both your hands in this one body, both hands decide they want to hold the plate. How the hell you gonna eat out? You gonna have to drink your damn food off the plate. You gonna have to shake your food in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's only one body, you know what I'm saying, one spirit. Because we're gonna move on the same accord. We're gonna have the same idea, you know what I'm saying? Because if I knew we was on the same accord, I wouldn't have to worry about a brother, or it's like, I'm taking out me. No one have to worry about a brother breaking in their house, stealing their things, you know what I'm saying, sleeping with their wife. They won't have to worry about any ill will coming from they're brothers because they know that they have this same spirit, this one body. Because Muslims believe that they can still sell dope and be a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin that he is strictly, he's deep into the Muslim. So is he deep into the strip club, and he deep into the crack house, and he deep into the gang life. But he's a Muslim. You know how we battle Muslims and all that? He is so serious about it, he didn't want to battle. He told me he got feelings in it. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got enough feeling in it not to sell your people that poison, man. You know what I'm saying? So being in one spirit, one body also is a form of protection. You know what I'm saying? I know I probably bring this up a lot, but if we was in one body, one spirit, one mind, the little white boy that went in there and killed them black folks would have never made it into their church. You know what I'm saying? Because if they thought like the ISUPKI, that white boy will probably be still laying in front of their church right now. You hear me? If they had the same mind as the men of the Lord had, these people would still be alive today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of madness happening. It could be just something as simple as, you know what I'm saying, giving a brother a pass, or you know what I'm saying, forgiving a brother for something he did, or you know what I'm saying, he trespassed against you, or it's a debt, he owe you something. You know what I'm saying? If you had enough brotherhood to forgive that brother, it'll be a lot of if all brothers had that in them to forgive another brother, a lot of people won't be in jail right now. A lot of people won't be in the penitentiary. A lot of people won't be paralyzed and, you know what I'm saying, disabled for the rest of their life because of something somebody else did to them, and to them it was too much for them to even forgive them for it. You know what I'm saying? But come on, let's get back to the scripture. Start from the top of the shop.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body and one spirit, even as you are called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism. One God and Father of all, who is above all, and through all, and in you all. But unto every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Christ. Wherefore he said, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men.
The water. Okay, check this out. What we're going to do is read verse. Start at verse 5 and read all the way to 6 right quick.
This is verse 5. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all.
That says it all. You know what I'm saying? That says it all. It's one Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's one Most High. So if you got people that's going to get ready to celebrate, you know what I'm saying, Christmas next month, that'll be two Lords, won't it? You know what I'm saying? If you got people finna celebrate Easter when you're supposed to be celebrating the Passover, there's three Lords. You know what I'm saying? You got people celebrating, you know what I'm saying, the 4th of July. Now, you might say the 4th of July is not worshiping another God, which it might not be, but you following your oppressor. So you are worshiping something, and God just means power, messenger, authority. You know what I'm saying? So if you following something that your enemy doing, you're giving them the authority over you because they control what you do or what you don't do, right? And if we had this one body and this oneness with us, we wouldn't make them millionaires and billionaires year after year after year, holiday after holiday after holiday. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even settle. They wouldn't even push Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving and all that if they didn't know. If they knew that we weren't spending no money, we're not buying no turkey on that day for that day. You know what I'm saying? I like turkey in April. I got to eat it in November all the time. You know what I'm saying? For real. I like it in February. I got to wait to December to eat turkey. Always, you know what I'm saying? If you like it, you like it. You know what I'm saying? So they had this one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father, which is the most high of all, you know what I'm saying? Who is above all and through all and in you all. Drop down to verse 13, Bible shot. Because this will solve a lot. You know what I'm saying? Knowing this will solve a lot, right? The ISUPK is the only place that the Most High set up here on earth for you to get the truth of this book right here, this Bible, these scriptures, the Word of God. I can say that because I, you know what I'm saying, researched it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting to the truth of the truth of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of niggas that say they got the truth and they really don't. You know what I'm saying? There's only one Lord, one God, there's only one truth. You know what I'm saying? And I studied I don't even care to name them, but all of them. And I compared them all and seen which one was stronger in his truth, which one was more passionate with his word. You know what I'm saying? More constructive, more Christ-like, more godly. And that was the ISUPK. I didn't been with all of them. I haven't been with all of them, but I have listened and studied all the other groups. You know what I'm saying? All of them. I even, you know what I'm saying? I was a Muslim for 2 days. I ain't lying. I was Muslim for 2 days. And I was like, something ain't right with this. You know what I'm saying? Because them Muslims going to them stores with them Iranians and real Muslims, they ain't brothers. Right. They don't got you. They don't be doing all that when them brothers come to the store. I seen the brother say whatever they be saying. And he just said, yeah. That's what he said to him, yeah. Like, wait, I thought you were supposed to say something back. Right. And I said, yeah. I'm going to help you. You spend your money and get out of here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Who taught you how to say that, brother? You hear me? The men of the Lord didn't teach you how to say that. You know what I'm saying? You know? Go ahead. You got it out. Go ahead with it, Bible shot.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 13. Till we all come into the unity of faith, the unity of the faith, and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ, that we henceforth be no more children.
So like if I may started, I gotta get with you on that one. I want with you, Salaki, if I forget. That was heavy what you just read. Can you start from the top from Bible shop? Verse 13.
Verse 13. Till we all come in the unity of the faith.
We all come in the unity of the faith. That means that we all united together because we have the same faith. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have the same faith. How can we come together? You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And of the knowledge of the Son of God.
And of the who?
The knowledge of the Son of God.
So the so-called Christians and all the Christianity, you know what I'm saying, they have the Son of God, right? Because they think, some of them think, he's a white boy. You know what I'm saying? With blonde hair and blue eyes, right? If he was actually like that, it wouldn't be nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying?
True.
If he was actually like that, it'll be like, what can I say? I mean, you know, I'd rather have, you know what I'm saying, wood of hair I can keep clean. I ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying, smell like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't knock him. You know, but it don't say that. Y'all gonna make me bring out some color scriptures in a minute. It don't say that out. He's not this little icy white boy on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So if we had that unity of faith and the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Which we say we're Israelite, we are Prince of the Power, we are Son of God, you know what I'm saying? This is the Son of God also. Christ is our brother, but he's our king. You know what I'm saying? We respect him like a king. We follow the king. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's ranking order. The Most High, Christ, man, woman. We can bring it out later on, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead with it, brother. Bible Kashak.
Unto a perfect man.
Unto a what?
Unto a perfect man.
Now, I know you done heard almost every Christian in the world say, you can't be perfect. Right? Why do they say you can't be perfect? Anybody know why they say you can't be perfect? Okay. Why they say you can't be perfect?
Like you said, because they're not following the laws.
Well, we know they ain't following the law, right? But they say that ain't nobody perfect. You hear them say that before? Ain't nobody perfect. I be thinking something in my head first. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you. But they be like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never lied before. You know what I'm saying? Did you have sex before you was married? But they don't know sex is marriage, right? So they say you can't keep the laws. That's why you can't be perfect. Can't nobody keep all God's laws. Ain't nobody perfect. But if you ask this magic question, they won't be able to answer. You know what the question is? Which one of the laws you can't keep? You know what I'm saying? Now, I done ran into some intelligent fools, right? They said, well, it is laws a man can't keep, and it's laws a woman can't keep, because those laws are for the man and those laws are for the woman. We're not playing semantics with this out. You know what I'm saying? You know what the law is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a law that you be unclean, if you come on your monthly, that law don't apply to you, all right? You know what I'm saying? So we ain't playing semantics, but it's not one law that can't be kept. If it is, you know what I'm saying, I ain't seen that you can't keep. You know what I'm saying? I remember saying that I remember telling my family I don't eat pork. And my grandma said, "Oh, you gonna starve around here?" Them just like that. Because they eat pork for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And maybe a snack on the side later on the night. You hear me? They eat bacon and eggs for breakfast, ham sandwich for lunch, and some hog maw for dinner. You hear me? Damn, you might as well just cook the whole pig at the same time. Salaki, but man. So Salaki, I got thrown out a little bit. Where we at? Okay. What you holding, Barbara? Are you on 13? Yeah, so you say verse 13 saying, till we all come in the unity of the faith. The unity of the faith, right? That means we believe the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one God, one like it's one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God, the Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all, right? Okay, so it's until a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ, right? What does that mean? A perfect man unto the measure and the stature and fullness of Christ. I'm gonna tell you right quick, it's we got to do what Christ did, right? The measure of Christ was perfect in the Lord's eyes. Why was Christ perfect in the Lord's eyes?
Because he did all the commandments. He did what the Lord asked him.
He did what the Lord asked him to do. He followed the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? That's what made Christ perfect. You scoot over too, brother. It's like Bible shot. You know what I'm saying? That's what made Christ perfect, right? Let me see. Go ahead and read 14, Bible shot.
Verse 14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
Oh, whoa. Let's come on. Let's break this down. Start back from the top.
Verse 14. That we henceforth be no more children.
So, we henceforth will be no more children, right? We won't be no more children doing what? Keep reading.
Tossed to and fro.
We will be no more children that's tossed to and fro. What does that mean? What's the like? I ain't gonna ask you what that means because we know what to and fro means. Over there and over there. Because we all over the place. We in Christianity, you know what I'm saying? We in Islam, we in Buddhism, we in Judaism, we in, I can't even name all of them. So many denominations in Christianity. You know what I'm saying? We being tossed to and fro. Why is we being tossed to and fro? Because in America, you can be whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You can be whatever you want to be. A little boy can decide to be a little girl today. And you got to call them her. Or it can be a man saying, "What's up, brother?" But if you got a person in weed, you have to say ma'am. Or they will get mad. We being tossed to and fro. You know what I'm saying? We all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. From the tossed to and fro. And what?
And carried about with every wind of doctrine.
We carried about with every wind of doctrine. The new wind of doctrine is Islam and Christianity mixed together. Islamity. I guess that's what they call it. They could have called it that. You know what I'm saying? Christian limb. How you put Islam and Christianity together at the same time when y'all are enemies. The Christians been killing the Muslims for all these years, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say about Esau, you know what I'm saying? He was the most versatile beast of the field. He was the smartest. He's the most, you know what I'm saying? He's the smartest when it comes to murder and war. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Name a scary movie any other nation of people made. All right, wait. We got time. Name one scary movie any other nation of people have made. Godzilla is the closest I can come to, but he wasn't scared. He just used to holler all the time. I don't go out there around the ocean. I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen Godzilla in the country. Shit. It's like it, but you know what I'm saying? Name what friend, come on, now y'all be with me. Come on with me now. Name who else be vampires and werewolves. And you know what I'm saying, the monster under the bed and you know what I'm saying? Even the black scary movie like Candyman, that shit well selected. That supposed to been based on a true story about a dude who used to go through the wall in Cabrini Green in Chicago. He used to come through the mirror and he used to rape women and kill them or whatever and go back in the mirror. But it wasn't nothing spooky like that. You say the nigga name 3 times, shit, he probably don't even hear you. Shit, he was nothing but a hermit. You know what I'm saying? Salaki. But they made it spooky. And he said, "How you been?" I go in there and say Candyman 3 times. That's crazy. I ain't gonna say what I was thinking about. Most time crazy. But okay, you know what I'm saying? Salaki. We carry about with every wind of doctrine. Every wind. The Most High didn't say This scripture didn't say some winds, a couple winds of doctrines. It say every wind of doctrine. That means I don't want to stretch the scripture or exaggerate, but to me it's saying whatever a doctrine is, we'll be carried away with it. You know what I'm saying? We'll be carried away, meaning that we'll be taken from the truth and the real doctrine of the Most High. We'll be taken with that. Just like we were taken with Easter and Christmas, and we carried away with New Year's. You know how many people gonna be like, Happy New I say at the same time. And then an hour later, somebody else opening the other thing, they hollering it. An hour later, somebody up there, all right, cause they know a different time frame. All of them wrong. It's the middle of winter. Huh? Why is we celebrating a new year? Can you imagine? I don't even want to say that. But can you imagine if our people actually had parties in the Bible? You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine how it was going down like that? We party, we got Christ. He turned water into wine. You know what I'm saying? He could turn this piece of bread into a steak. Yeah. Tight. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's going down, but we didn't get down like that because you know why? Them birthdays they celebrate, you're worshiping a person. You're worshiping a person, and you're putting him before the Most High. When it's your birthday, you're worshiping yourself, or other people are worshiping you. That's why they do favors. You know what I'm saying? Give you an extra cookie or something at the Subway. Your birthday, I'll get you another cookie and give you diabetes or something. You know what I'm saying? We are carried away with all of this. Go ahead and start from the top of the scripture. Shalom.
Verse 14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
Okay. Because, you know what I'm saying? We are tossed to and fro because we have the freedom to believe whatever we want to believe instead of just sticking to the one true God. You know what I'm saying? The one body. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. A lot of things wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't exist if we actually, you know what I'm saying, we actually knew how to fix our lives, you know what I'm saying, because the only way we can get to where we're supposed to be is if we follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Because nobody teaches to follow the laws of God. Nobody. Who? Who teaches to follow the laws of God like the ISUPK do? You know what I'm saying? And some people might be thinking, they trying to recruit. Like, this is the Lord stretching his arms out for you. We're not trying to recruit. You know what I'm saying? If you come, we'll work with you as a sister because we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. But maybe the Lord don't want you. So like, I ain't gonna say that. Maybe you just don't want the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because the door's open, phone lines wide open. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to recruit because the Lord said that his sheep will hear his voice. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't hear the calling of the Lord, then maybe you're not his sheep. You know what I'm saying? Because we are stiff-necked, rebellious people and all of that. But it is so bad because we are not keeping the laws. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that And let's go to a scripture that it's been misused. You know what I'm saying? I teach class, and I don't think I have not did a class without saying something about this scripture right here, or bringing these scriptures out. Let's get Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 out by Rakashah. Because if our sisters and brothers just understood these scriptures right here, they would know, you know what I'm saying, that keeping the law is the faith. You know what I'm saying? The law is the faith. You know what I'm saying? When you keep the law, you show that you have faith. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church is teaching us, you know what I'm saying, how to be sinners and stay sinners instead of actually following Christ. You know what I'm saying? Christ did not break the law, right? Why would, you know what I'm saying, Christ, Salaki, why would a Christian pastor prepare you to be the least in the kingdom of heaven? Because they saying that you don't have to keep the laws. Well, go ahead and read Matthew 5, verse 17 when you get it by Rocket Shop.
Come on, Colonel. It's book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
So now, when Christ said he didn't come to destroy, he come to fulfill, right? What does fulfill mean? Anybody? Okay, for the time. Okay, you got something?
It's like, sir, wisdom and knowledge.
Okay, so we asking what is when he said, read that again.
Think not that I come to destroy the law.
So he didn't come to destroy the law, meaning to take it apart or to dismantle it or to do away with it. Go ahead.
Or the prophets.
He didn't come to destroy the prophet because the prophet spoke of him, and the prophet spoke of things that should be happening.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Okay, but to fulfill. And you said that what you got, brother? That's what
I say fulfilling means to continue to do, continue the laws.
Okay, well, not really. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so say if I had some chores to do, you know what I'm saying? I had chores to do, and whoever gave me the order to do them chores, when I get done with them chores, I fulfill them. I mean, I done everything that I was supposed to do. I fulfilled them. You know what I'm saying? So Christ fulfilled what? I mean, Shalaki, he said he didn't come to read that part again, Shalaki.
Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
So Christ came to do these laws. He came to do them for a reason. Now keep going.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall no wise pass from the law.
One jot or one tittle to no wise pass from the law. Keep going.
Till all be fulfilled.
Till all be fulfilled. So all haven't been fulfilled. Because you know what hasn't been fulfilled yet? The return of Christ. You know what I'm saying? So until Christ return and put this place back into order, not one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law. What's a jot? What's a tittle? Anybody? Okay, for time's sake. A jot could be like a dot on the I. A tittle could be the cross and the T. Or a very small thing. You know what I'm saying? not even the smallest thing. Now, what's a jot or a tittle actually in the law? A jot in the law is not eating pork. It's small. You might think it's small, but they got pork on every sandwich in America. Got the pork on it. They got pork on toast. Yeah.
So like you said, they got pork on donuts now. They got the donuts from Dunkin' Donuts.
That's crazy. They go out of their way to make sure we do what? What? Not keep the laws of God. They make sure that we got some kind of abominable thing going on. You know what I'm saying? They Confederate, you know what I'm saying? They even got it where you get paid to teach our people to not follow the Most High or to be abominable to the Most High or shame in the sight of the Most High. They don't pay you. They pay Megan Thee Stallion to turn our daughters into whores, our sisters into whores. They pay Lil Durk to turn our sons and brothers into gangsters and gangbangers and drug dealers. That's why they get paid out. You know what I'm saying? That's not real entertainment out. You know what I'm saying? That's not real entertainment. I don't want to hear about how you kill another brother and have sex with his wife and sell drugs to your auntie and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? They remind me of I'm gonna kind of get off subject for a second. They remind me of spirits, right? People think spirits is something that just floats from out the air and fall on you, and next thing you know, you want to go steal a car. Nah, that comes from your own thoughts, right? You know what I'm saying? Or it could come from somebody else. You know what I mean? Spirit, in the simplest form I can think of, the word spirit just means a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I seen the woman with a box. Not right now, it's like earlier I seen a woman with a box and it had a little Christmas tree on it. But the box was about this big. But on the box it had a little Christmas tree on it. And I said, that's a Christmas tree in this little box. She gonna have to unfold it and stretch it, put the arms out how she wanted to be. And I said, she's in the Christmas spirit. She's in the Christmas spirit. Is that the Lord's spirit? Is that the spirit of the Lord? No, it's the Christmas spirit. That's the spirit of putting another God before the Lord. That's the spirit of the Antichrist. You know what I'm saying? I seen a brother, he had a truck. And it seemed like every spot on this truck had a cowboy sign on the whole truck. Everywhere he could find an open spot, he can put a sticker or something on this spot. He's in the football spirit. He's in the cowboy spirit. Go Cowboy. How about them boys? That's what he's in, that spirit. So a spirit is a feeling. When you have the Holy Spirit, it's a separate feeling from any other feeling because it's holy. You know what I'm saying? It's separate from anything else. The Holy Spirit is the spirit of the Most High because that's what separates you from anything else. You know what I'm saying? When you know these laws and so a person starts talking, if they can say certain things to let you know that they're not keeping the laws, they don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you can't look at nobody and judge them. You crazy as I don't know what. Because if I got let's just make a scenario. if I'm in the house and a man come in the house with an axe, and he's swinging his on there, I ain't got nothing, I ain't got the pop on me. He's swinging his gun, and I run outside, right? And I can't judge nobody, but I see a police, I see a firefighter, and I see a mailman, and I run out the house. Which one I'm gonna go to? The police, right? Not saying that I would actually run to the police. That nigga had to swing in that. You don't have to hit me with that. I ain't running no police. But Salaki, if I may, you would go to the police. Why would you go to the police? Is you judging the police? Because the firefighter might be stronger than the police. That firefighter might whoop the brakes out that nigga with that axe. And that police might get his ass kicked. But you went to the police, why? Because that's his job. He looks like he's the one that's supposed to be helping, right? That's how he looks. You know what I'm saying? You have to judge. You have to judge, make that judgment. Do you want to tell the mailman that a nigga texting you with an axe? You hear me? You don't want to tell the mailman, all right, what you steal something in the mail or something, nigga? What I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You have to judge by what you see out. Just like if you walking down the street and you got to walk all the way a half a mile this way, another quarter mile that way, and another half a mile back this way to get to where you're going, because you're going exactly on the other block, right? But you got a choice. You can walk through this alley, and you hear noises coming out that alley. You know what I'm saying? You hear all kinds of mice running and cats, and you know what I'm saying? You have to make a judgment. Right. Not to go down that damn alley out unless you got what you need to get out the other end of the alley. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you can actually tell when a person is following the law, statutes, and commandments and they're not. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Let me get where we stop at? So like where we stop at? 19? Okay, that's wild. You go ahead and drop it and give me 1 John 3 and 4. So when the Christian church tell us that the laws are done away with, they are actually teaching us to be sinners. You know what I'm saying? Because a Christian would say, I'm a sinner, but yeah, I'm gonna get it right and this and that, but I'm a sinner. Ain't nobody perfect. And that's a way of making it okay. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they have made it okay because they teach no matter what you do, God loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? He gonna forgive you. When that's not ever the case. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna find it out too a little later. Let me see. Yeah, go ahead. You got this scripture already out? Okay, go ahead and bring it out.
First John chapter 3, verse 4.
Come. Whosoever
committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So if the Christians say that the law is done away with, you know what I'm saying, but say that sin, but this right here say that sin is a transgression of the law, then why would they tell you themselves that they are sinners? You know what I'm saying? Why would they say they are sinners? You know what I'm saying? ISUPK, we are not sinners. Why? Because we don't transgress the law, right? So if they know they don't supposed to be sinners, and they telling us that the laws are done away with, how is this saying here that whosoever committed a sin transgresses also the law? Because you have to transgress the law in order to commit the sin. But if the law is gone, that means the sin is gone.
Right.
But they would tell you that they sinners. So in order for you to be a sinner, you have to transgress the law. You know what I'm saying? What law is gone? You know what I'm saying? That's what we really need to find it out. What law is gone? We're gonna get to that for us over. Right now, let me get the book of 1 John chapter 5. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start at the top. But what law is gone? We're gonna find out what law is gone, because we're not under the law, but we are under law, statutes, and commandments, because you have different sets of laws. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying? I can't never name all of them when I think about them, but I know all of them. You got a dietary law, you got a law of sacrifice, you got, you know what I'm saying, a law to keep certain holy days. You know what I'm saying? It's a name for these laws. But you also have a law that if you commit adultery, you die. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you do commit certain laws, the wages of sin is death, you die. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if that law wasn't done away with, we'll be killing right now today. Or Christ will be killing. Or Christ would have killed that woman that he, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't Christ kill the woman? So
Because he told them that he who is without sin cast the first stone.
right. So why didn't Christ kill her? Because Christ had no sin.
To show mercy.
To show mercy. Okay. We'll take this. But Christ was the beginning of the grace, you know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't properly teaching the law in the first place. Or they was teaching the laws and weren't actually, you know what I'm saying, following them. You know what I'm saying? Christ didn't let them other men kill that woman because they supposed to probably got killed already for the things that they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a thief get something stole from him and he act like the world ended? You know what I'm saying? But you had the nerve to steal from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine it's a thief that stole something from somebody and somebody stole it back from them and they missed it more than the person that they stole it from. You hear me? But anyway, what I asked you to get, brother? What I asked you to get, brother?
Because there's 1 John chapter 5.
1 John chapter 5. We're gonna start at 1. Go ahead, Bible shop.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 5, verse 1. Whosoever believeth that Jesus is the Christ is born of God, and everyone that loveth him that begot loveth him also that is begotten of him. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments.
How you know when you love the children of God?
And keep his commandments.
It's like you read that second part again, Bible shop.
By this we know that we love the children of God.
Okay, this is how you gonna know if you love the children of God. Go ahead.
When we love God and keep his commandments.
When you do what?
When we love God and keep his commandments.
Keep going.
For this is the love of God.
Now we finna find out what is the love of God, because You can't give God a hug. You can't give him a kiss. You can't send him flowers. You can't send him chocolate. You know what I'm saying? You can't go outside and holler in the sky. You know what I'm saying? The earth is round. You know which way. You don't know which way heaven is. You don't know which way you're hollering at. You know what I'm saying? So how do we love God out? Go ahead.
That we keep his commandments.
We keep his commandments. Keep going.
And his commandments are not grievous.
What does grievous mean? His commandments are not grievous. Anybody know what the word grievous means? Okay, let's look it up. Let's look it up. Young man, you got it for me? The water. Let's look up the word grievous, because some kind of way the Christian church would tell you can't nobody keep the laws and ain't nobody perfect. But this Bible just said, if you love me, keep my commandments, and my commandments are not grievous. The Lord knew that somebody would be saying that you can't keep all the laws. The Lord knew, you know what I'm saying? The Lord knew that somebody would be saying, go ahead and sin and just ask for forgiveness, brother. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy another car. You got a question?
No, I was gonna give you the slide for grieving.
Okay, go ahead. You got a brother? Okay, well let the brother get it, sister.
Grievous. Something bad, very serious or serious.
It's what?
Something bad, very serious or serious.
Something bad. See, what you got? You got the same one, sis?
I got something bad, very severe or serious. His death was a grievous blow.
Right. So the laws are not grievous. That means that they're not bad to do, right? I'm not going to say they're not serious, because your life depends on it. Following the laws, your life depends on it. But it's not hard to do. Like I said, if I ask you one commandment you can't keep, which one is it? Every one of y'all got a commandment y'all can't keep? You can't keep it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no commandment you can't keep. You know what I'm saying? So he said his commandments are not grievous, right? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I got another definition from the Webster dictionary.
Go ahead. Come on with it.
It says, causing or characterized by severe pain, suffering or sorrow, or grievous wound, a grievous loss.
Okay, so grievous just means like it's bad or it's horrible in the content that we're reading in the Bible, because we're talking about the commandments. You know what I'm saying? They're not hard to do. Once you learn them, you know they're not hard to do. It's not hard not to eat pork, God. Just don't touch it. Don't put it on your bread out. Don't put it in your refrigerator. You want to use this on here? Let me set you up right quick. You know what I'm saying? Don't buy it out. You know what I'm saying? Cause they ain't got too much free food going on after that. Unless it's pork down there. I believe it's a place over just Slovakia. I remember coming into the truth, and I was in Wisconsin. We was in the Dells. You know, the Native American Indian got the so-called Slovakia, the so-called Native American Indian, they got hotels out there, but I don't think them are real Gadites. But anyway, they got hotels, not Slovakia, not hotel, they got casino out there. And one of these days, we went to the casino, and they had bacon and beer day. And this was the day I decided I won't eat no more bacon. I was just getting into the truth, and I had just learned that I wasn't supposed to eat pork. the same day I said I was not gonna eat pork anymore, we went to that Native American, so-called Native American casino. You know what I'm saying? I damn near thought of the name a few minutes ago. Ho Chunk. You know what I'm saying? Ho Chunk or something like that. And they had beer and bacon day. I never seen so much bacon a day in my life. You know the big pans, the big square pan like this, stacked. There's piles of bacon. Just they pushing out on the little carts. About 4-5 people just stacks of just piles of just bacon. I said that's crazy. But I did not eat none of that bacon out. You know what I'm saying? And we were playing bingo. You know what I'm saying? And the person I was with wanted me to go get them some bacon. And I was like, hell no. I am not going to get no bacon for you. I'm not even going to touch it. I don't even want none. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that they got all this free food in here and you want to buy you some food? Yes. I will pay for me not having diabetes or something else. It's worth $7-8 for some chicken versus you eating a pile of nasty pork. You don't even supposed to touch it. Think about how bad it actually can be for you if you don't even supposed to touch it out. It's a law that you shouldn't touch a dead pig. Niggas ain't eating live pigs out here. The pig gotta be dead for you to even cook it. You know what I'm saying? That's like damn near that's 2 sins in one. You know what I'm saying? What you had? Read that again.
Book of 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. For so whosoever is born of God overcometh the world.
So whosoever was born of God overcometh the world. You know what I'm saying? If you overcome, what does overcoming the world mean? If I overcomes the world, what does that mean? What you got, brother?
Above it? Is it above everywhere?
No, you overcoming. You overcoming the world. Okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Go, you want to try again?
Good.
Come on with it.
Okay, so it's just saying like not doing what the world do.
You almost there. That ain't what I want you to say something specific, not specific, but specific. What you got? What you got?
Go ahead, sir.
Overcoming the world. What you got, sis?
Salakia, sir, made it through.
Oh, y'all on it with, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me give it to you. Overcoming the world is not doing the worldly thing that you was taught. And you learn the law and you're not doing it anymore. Overcoming the world is not buying pork. Even though it smells, I don't know about y'all, but it don't smell good to me anymore. I'm not gonna lie, like it ain't never smell good to me. I'm not gonna lie. But now it's like I can tell when I can sense it smells different to me now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I be thinking things that I just don't want to say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it smooth. You know what I'm saying? But it smells funny, man. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell when it's not a clean food that they cooking. Cause I always seem like, man, what y'all cooking? Oh, you don't even worry about it. You don't want to. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I overcame the world. Overcoming the world is also, let me see. Say you was a drug dealer, right? And that's the only way you just really knew how to make somebody is to deal drugs or do some kind of illegal activity. It's the only thing you knew. You know what I'm saying? That's the influence we get from the world to be drug dealers and pimps and prostitutes and all these things. We are influenced to do those things by the world through television, through entertainment, rap, music. You know what I'm saying? Through whatever they push that. You know what I'm saying? Because people knew who John Gotti was and didn't know who General Command Junior Hunter was. You know what I'm saying? People know who Boosie Badass is, but don't know who, you know what I'm saying, who General Mahoney is. You know what I'm saying? They don't know who Captain Soccer War is, but they know who, you know what I'm saying, JB Block Boy is. You know what I'm saying? I don't even listen to rap for entertainment anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't say I'm bored, let me play some of this Spice One. You know what I'm saying? I don't even desire it. I don't even desire to go and have sex with a woman that is probably somebody else's woman. I don't desire to go to the strip club, and I didn't desire that in the world for real because I don't understand. I'm just gonna throw my money over there and just walk off. Nah, we're gonna be able to do that one. You know what I'm saying? So that's overcoming the world. You know what I'm saying? You no longer desire to do those things. You know what I'm saying? Overcoming the world saved my life. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know you would have died unless you actually died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know somebody saved your life unless you actually died. You're like, damn, he could have saved my life for real, but it's too late. So overcoming the world is a form of saving your own life. How is that? I was invited to come to one of those filthy, nasty strip clubs. I was invited. They just towed all the way down there, Most High in Christ. Y'all get Christ the Most High hand. The whole club gone. And I was invited to go in that club. And I knew the truth. I wasn't in the school yet, but I knew the truth. And I knew that it was wrong for me to go on there with those kind of women, you know what I'm saying, and being involved in that kind of activity. I knew it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I decided not to go. Right? That night, the club got shot up. That exact same night. A woman died and everything in the club. The same exact night I was supposed to, when I heard about it on the news, saw it on Facebook, everything, I was supposed to be in there. You know what I'm saying? The old me supposed to be in there. But since I overcame the world, I didn't want it. That's what makes you holy when you overcome the world. And the world is not going to take that lightly. You think you holier than thou. I am. Because you finna do what everybody else doing. I'm not. I'm finna do what my brothers and sisters in the ISUPK doing. You know what I'm saying? I no longer desire to be in the world. You know what I'm saying? I remember coming to the truth. Boosie was shooting a video at the store across the street from my apartment. You know what I'm saying? And by how I look and how I dressed and how I look, they wanted me to be in the video. And I called officer in the shop in Tennessee, in Nashville, Salakia, and asked him. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, I didn't ask him could I be in the video. I asked for his advice because I wasn't really in school yet. And he told me, "Nah, you don't even want to look as if you're still involved in that kind of life. If you know what I'm saying, you're trying to overcome the world. Don't even put yourself back in that light. Because what if Boosie say, oh, you cool, you know how to rap, you like to rap this and that. And now I got a few dollars and gone. I thought my whole life work, my soul finna be condemned because I'm finna do whatever it takes for me to get this money. That's overcoming the world. When money is not enough for me to sacrifice or for me to compromise, you know what I'm saying, myself or my belief or the Most High or this protection I feel I got from the Most High by following these laws. You're protected by a lot when you follow laws. You can't even, if you don't know it, you don't know it. But following laws protect you from so many different, you know what I'm saying, horrible things that can go on with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So many different horrible things can happen to you by not following the law, statutes, and commandment of the Most High, or noticing that somebody else is not following law, statutes, and commandment, and separating from them. Because sooner or later, if the Lord is not with them, the Lord ain't with you either. If you with them, you know what I'm saying? You know, and we all have, you know what I'm saying? We all have did something that was against the law, but once you become a new person, then it's over with. You just focus on not doing the same mistake over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's bring out some more scripture. Let's get Galatians chapter 3, verse 23. Because I heard a Christian say this right here, and they made it think that, you know what I'm saying, it meant something else. But then you already know I had to go to the UPK, and I got the real understanding of it. So let's bring this out, if I may. Galatians chapter 3, verse 23. Go ahead when you get it.
This is book Galatians chapter 3, verse 23.
Right.
But before faith came, we were kept under the law.
Right. Before faith came, we was kept under the law. What does that mean? Before faith came, we was kept under the law. We're going to skip before faith came part, and we're going to see what does we were kept under the law mean.
So grace.
Well, being kept under the law is not necessarily grace, because we're going to break down what grace means. Well, I can do it now. Grace is the time period. You know what I'm saying? It's a time period. Like, you have to go to work at 7. You know what I'm saying? You have a grace period. Because some slavery say that you can't clock in but 2 minutes before 7, and you'll be late 3 minutes after 7 or something like that. But you're not, if you gotta be there at 7 and you clock in at 7:02, they don't count you as being late because you have a grace period to get there on time. Or if you have to pay, if you short on your light bill and you call in and say, well, I ain't got $450 now, I got $200 now, and I can bring you the rest of it on the 31st. And they say, okay. Between that date and the 31st is your grace period to pay the rest of their money, or they're going to cut you down. They're going to cut you off. So grace is a time period. That's all. It's a time period that the Lord gave us to get ourselves right before we pass, before we give up the ghost. You know what I'm saying? But what you got? It's like
Verse 23.
Okay, you in Galatians chapter 3, verse 23, right? Come on with it, brother.
But before faith came, we were kept under the law.
Okay, so we know what grace is, right? We know what faith is, right? Do we know what faith is? What you got?
Is it believing in something?
Believing in something is what? Come on, bring out this. Let's look it up. Look, let's get it. Let's get faith right quick. Because we don't brush past words, even a simple word like faith. Ours faith. You know what faith means? Some of us don't. Because I can't think of what it means right now myself. So like, no, I'm just playing. So like, well, you got to bring it on out. I kind of know what it means, but I don't want to tell you my definition, because in UPK, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to teach you what we know. What we don't know, we're going to get it from somebody that does, and we'll be back with you shortly with it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to make something up that sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Because this not one body, one faith, one spirit. That ain't that. That's me. You got a sister?
Yes, Salakia, sir. Strong belief in God or in the doctrine of religion based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof.
Right. See, Salakia, the people that look like Barney Fife is the devil that the Bible speaks of. They make simple words sound so, you know what I'm saying? But faith is believing in something that you can't really prove. You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't seen the Most High, but we believe you're there. We have faith that you're there. We, you know what I'm saying? That's what faith is. You know what I'm saying? It's believing, you know what I'm saying, something that you can't really prove, right? But you know it's there, right? Let's see, go ahead and start. Okay, that we were kept under the law. What's kept under the law? What does that mean in this verse right here? It say, but before faith came, we were kept under the law. Before faith came, we were kept under the law. Faith is believing, you know what I'm saying? Believing that you can do something, or believing in something, or something like that, right? So, do you have faith that you can keep the commandments? We have faith that we can keep the commandments, right? So, if we keeping the commandments, you know what I'm saying? Are we kept under the law, or no? Shalak, I ain't gonna ask you like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you for time's sake, right? We were kept under the law. Before faith came, we were kept under the law, right? Before we had faith to stop doing the law, we was kept under the law. And when we was kept under the law, that means that we're gonna get punished for what we did. We're gonna get punished for it, or we have to give a sacrifice for our sins or what we did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now there is no sacrifice for sins after you heard the law. And Christ was our ultimate sacrifice. So you're not getting any more sacrifices. Christ only died for us once. He's not going to die every time you eat pork. He's not going to die every time you know what I'm saying, steal something. We ain't no cats out here. We die one time and we live. You know what I'm saying? So Lucky, go ahead. Start from the top. Verse 23.
But before faith came, we were kept under the law.
We were kept under the law. That means if you commit adultery, we're going to kill y'all. You know what I'm saying? Exactly how they going to kill you is up to the priest. It's up to the, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it's up to, but you got to stop existing. If you get caught with this man wife, or if you get caught with somebody outside of your man, you're going to die. We are no longer kept under their law. Why? Because of the same dude that want to kill you for committing adultery, he probably molested a child 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? He probably got a pound of weed on his mattress right now. You know what I'm saying? He probably got all kind of evilness going on. So the Most High is not going to allow an evil person to call themselves justifying somebody when they're evil themselves. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and read. Go ahead and finish that one.
Shut up unto the faith which should afterwards be revealed.
Okay, so keep going.
Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster.
The law was our what?
Our schoolmaster to bring us into Christ.
Okay, what's a schoolmaster? The law was our schoolmaster. What is a schoolmaster? So we can understand what the law was to us. Anybody want to check a shot at it? What is a schoolmaster? It might be exactly like it sounds. A schoolmaster. What is a schoolmaster? What you got?
So they just learn The laws I learned.
Well, no. A school master. Think about somebody, a school master. Okay, for time's sake, a school master is like a disciplinary, somebody that disciplines you. The law disciplines us because we know if we stole something gonna happen to us. Like I said, if you mess with that man or woman, you're gonna have to die. That's the schoolmaster. The schoolmaster was there to say, I better not do this because this gonna happen. That was the schoolmaster. And that would kept us keeping the law, or it could also kept us breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? Because if I could just take this little punishment I keep getting, okay, that's cool. Step on the hand, I go do it again. Step on the hand, go do it again. Step on the hand. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is steal the apple. You know what I'm saying? So now it's no schoolmaster. That means nobody's here to punish you for doing what you shouldn't be doing in the first place. And you know you shouldn't be doing it. So the schoolmaster's gone. Ain't no more sacrifice for sin. So if you sin now, you just have to be judged for it. You know what I'm saying? If you sin now, you're going to be judged for it. We're not under the schoolmaster. You know what I'm saying? We no longer have to say, the Levitical priesthood and it's not going to come and say, hey, brother, we heard you did so, come outside with us. Nobody can do that right now. There was the schoolmaster. People feared of doing things because they didn't want to have to go out and buy a turtle dove and go kill them. You know what I'm saying? Or, I got plenty of turtle doves, nigga. Do it again. I can do it again. You know what I'm saying? But now, the schoolmaster is not going to help you. You know what I'm saying? Now you have to pay the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Now you have to be punished by the Most High. Because the schoolmaster was there to give you your punishment. You know what I'm saying? Where we at on that?
No, 24, sir.
Okay, go ahead with 24.
Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us unto Christ, that we might be justified by faith.
Okay, so the schoolmaster was to bring us unto Christ and we'll be justified by faith, right? So, Salakia, Christ came to give us the spirit, you know what I'm saying, and follow the law. You know what I'm saying? We are no longer under the schoolmaster because no one on earth can make sure that we don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Or make sure we don't eat shrimp, or we don't, you know what I'm saying, we don't bear false witness on our brother. You know what I'm saying? We don't join the other nations. You know what I'm saying? We don't follow religion. You know what I'm saying? The Levitical priesthood, you know what I'm saying, no longer exists. You know what I'm saying? Because we no longer under the schoolmaster, you know what I'm saying? No one is going to punish you right now. You know what I'm saying? No one is here to punish you. Right? Because there is no one, you know what I'm saying, right to do it right now. You know what I'm saying? You have to be without blemish. Them priests didn't commit no sins. You know what I'm saying? Them priests was on their job, but they did eventually fall out of their position. But you know what I'm saying? Them priests weren't playing. You don't play. That's where they get the. I think what's like I don't want, you know what I mean? But if the priest came and did their job, that's where they got the idea of the police from, sound like to me. You know what I'm saying? But no one has the right to be the authority on earth right now, to have enough authority to put anyone to death. You know what I'm saying? No one. You know what I'm saying? But if you just so happen to, I don't even say that. It's like, let's go to the book of Romans chapter 9, brother. I mean, it's like, we're going to go to book of Romans chapter 6. You know what I'm saying? But you can get put to death on earth, but it just won't be from another man. You know, Lord, the Most High puts people to death all the time. A bird ain't gonna fly out the sky unless the Lord says it's okay for that bird to fall out the sky, right? I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? Nobody, like when a child, it's sad, it's always sad when a child die, a little baby die, or get shot, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, it's sad. And it's done on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, we'll bring it out, you know what I'm saying, in another class, but that's done on purpose. That, you know, when somebody died innocently or somebody that had a good reputation, it's extra sad. It's like, man, it's meant to happen to make them people feel that way. So maybe y'all would say, we doing wrong. Let's follow the Lord. Nobody say the little drug dealer died because he was a wicked ass nigga. It's like nobody say the drug dealer died because he was a wicked or because he was poisoning people. You know what I'm saying? Nobody says the Lord killed him. They said they were hating on the nigga out here. They didn't want to see him come up. He was shining too hard on them. They never said it's because he refused to follow the Lord. They never say that. I'm yet to see a wicked person in the street die and don't get no wings on the shirt with their face on it. They got the wings behind them. I'm yet to see that not to happen. You know what I'm saying? But nobody on earth can pass judgment on us. You know what I'm saying? Because none of us is like Christ. You know what I'm saying? And if Christ gave that woman, you know what I'm saying, gave that woman Salaki, I wouldn't even say another chance, but he told her to go and sin no more. He didn't say, go behind the mountain, there's a big tree right there. Take them over there. Don't get caught no more. He didn't tell her that. He didn't say, do it at nighttime. You getting caught. You can't get caught. Go be a hoe. Just don't get caught. They're going to kill your ass out here. He didn't say that. He told her to go and sin no more. You know what I'm saying? That means repent from whatever you're doing. Because if I wasn't out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm saying, what would have happened to you? You know what I'm saying? That woman was blessed that day. Because imagine how many wicked people like her, because she was being wicked, right? Is out here and then bam, it's going down. They go to police. I got all this stuff. I got the guns on me. I got all this money on me. They go to police. And then the police say, look, I see you got this gun, all this money, these drugs. Go and sin no more. You hear me? That nigga will be happy. He got the gun, he had to go to jail. I guarantee you that nigga's gonna sell some more dope. And you know what I'm saying? He gonna still have that pistol. And you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you still gonna have it because you let him go, he didn't get punished. Most times people get punished for what they doing, they stop doing it. Cause you know how it was. You know what I'm saying? Like a child keep doing the same thing over and over again and keep getting their ass whooped over and over again. Sooner or later they'll decide that I don't like this more than I don't like getting my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? So that was the schoolmaster for whoop your ass when you do something wrong or punish you when you're doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So we no longer on the schoolmaster. Shalaki, what you got?
So this is Romans 6.
Okay, Romans chapter 6, verse what, 1? Let's get that. Romans chapter 6, verse 1.
Book of Romans chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?
Okay, so from the top, one more time. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin? Okay, we all know what sin is, right? We know what sin is, right? Transgression of the law, right? So do we continue transgressing or breaking the law that grace may abound? You know what I'm saying? So just because we have grace, just because these priests ain't finna come kill me in a few minutes, you know what I'm saying? Because this grace. You have a time to get it right before you die. That's the grace we get. You know what I'm saying? We got grace to get it right before we die. Don't nobody know how much time we got left. You know what I'm saying? We so used to waking up every morning that we think that, you know what I'm saying, it's automatically gonna happen. Why not wake up this morning? I went to sleep last night. Why not wake up this morning? You know what I'm saying? We don't know when our grace period is up. You know what I'm saying? But following these laws, statutes, and commandments in the ISUPK, I feel like if my grace period up tonight, I'm all right. I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? But if it was up a couple years from years ago, I'd have been through. I'm through. You hear me? It's over with. I'm through. But now I might get a better time. I still got some, you know what I'm saying, some things I gotta deal. So like it was then, you know what I'm saying? Lie. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bring it out, Bible Kashab. Book of Romans, chapter what is 6, verse 1. Let's see what it says.
Book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid.
What God forbid mean? Go ahead, young man.
I mean, God said no.
God forbid mean what now?
I mean, God said no.
La. No. So should you continue in sin because you're under grace? No. You know what I'm saying? How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer within? You know what I'm saying? So if we dead to sin, what does dead to sin mean? That means if you act like you're not aware of you committing sin. You know what I'm saying? You're not aware of it. I ain't know. Who said I can't eat no pork? You know what I'm saying? God forbid, right? You know what I'm saying? The Christian church believe that Christ died for you so you can sin over and over and over again. Right? You know what I'm saying? You can just be a horrible person, and the pastor will say, "It's all right. Just ask God for forgiveness and go be a horrible nigga again. Just don't forget before you die. You gotta confess that Jesus Christ is the Lord Savior, Lord Savior, and I'm gonna be all right." You crazy? Just I don't know what. Let's drop this. Let's go to I'm probably gonna get y'all with probably 1, 2, 2 more scriptures, and we probably gonna get up at this joint. We're gonna end the class like you. Let's see, give me the book of Romans chapter 14. It's like chapter 9, verse 4. It's like the book of Hebrews chapter 9. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna step on this right quick. Book of Hebrews chapter 9. We're gonna go ahead and read 15. You got it, brother? I'll go ahead with it.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 15.
This verse here, our Captain Tazariah cut everybody with this. You know what I'm saying? But this time, we're going to use it for something different this time. We're going to teach. We're going to cut no back. They be deserving them cuts, though. But go ahead, brother.
Verse 15. And for this cause, he is the mediator of the New Testament.
Who is the mediator of the New Testament? You know what I mean? Christ. You know what I'm saying? The anointed. Christ means the anointed. Jesus means Savior or Redeemer. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into that Hebrew product coming up Friday. Y'all ready for the Hebrew? You know what I'm saying? Y'all about to show myself record stop. Y'all get ready for the Hebrew. All right, come on with it, y'all. Bible shot.
That by means of death for the redemption of the transgressions.
By what? By what?
By means of death.
By means of death. Now this is serious. Now niggas say, man, I'm dead serious. Not dead serious is. Not serious being dead is though. Alright, so by means of death, go ahead.
For the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament.
That was under the first testament. Who was under the first testament, young man? Who was under the first testament? I caught you off guard this time. Who was on the first testament? Anybody? The first testament. It's two covenants. Two.
Was it Moses?
Lie. Who was Moses dealing with? That was under the first testament. See that? I'm glad I pulled this scripture, y'all. Oh yeah, partner. What you got? Lie. I got this, brother. I got it, brother. It's saying, and for this cause, he is the mediator of the New Testament by means of death for the redemption of the transgressors that were under the first testament. Okay, the word testament and covenant is like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So we know who was on the first covenant, right? Brothers. The Israelites, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Abraham got the covenant from the Most High, and it went to Isaac, then it went to Jacob. From Jacob, it went to the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. But we broke the first covenant, and now we're trying to get ready for the second covenant. You know what I'm saying? Or the New Testament, or the New Covenant. You know what I'm saying? But we enter into it now. You know what I'm saying? Because once you put these laws in your mind and your inward parts, which is your mind, you will become, you know what I'm saying, a new soul, and you will be in the New Testament, you know what I'm saying, because you're following the laws. Drop dead. And this is going to be our last verse, and we're going to get up out of here. It's our last scripture, we're going to get up out of here. The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 26, by Michael Shard. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand why did the Most High send Christ to die for us for our sins if we could just keep sinning. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. Somebody gonna come and die for our transgressions. They die, right? And then we keep doing it. He didn't even have to die in that case. He could have just, you know what I'm saying? He could have just stayed where he was at. You know what I'm saying? You got a question? That don't make no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read it when you get it, Bible shop.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
If we sin, how would we? Go ahead, brother.
For if we sin willfully,
if we sin willfully after, go ahead.
That we have received the knowledge of the truth.
After we receive the knowledge of the truth. What's the knowledge of the truth, brother? Anybody? Time's sake, the knowledge of the truth is the law. The law is the truth. Knowing the law is knowing the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth has no lies in it. You know what I'm saying? Has nothing, nobody added to it or none of that in it. Okay, go ahead, brother.
There remaineth no more sacrifices for sins.
There remain no more sacrifices for sin. After you done heard the truth and still decide to sin. With sin is transgression of the law, which means break the law. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
But a certain fearful looking for judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries.
Shalaki, read that again. Start from the top box, Shalaki.
Verse 27.
No, go back to 26.
For if we sin willfully after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifices for sin.
So after Christ died, you have no more sacrifices for sin, meaning that you will have to pay, you know what I'm saying, for you know what I mean, breaking any other laws, you know what I'm saying? You have to pay for it. No more sacrifice for sin. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and finish it.
But a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries.
So through sin, your judgment will be horrible because you sin willfully and you don't want to have to pay for this sin. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be judged by Salaki, the white man, than be judged by the Most High, because Lord, you say, Lord have mercy. That's why they say, Lord have mercy, because the Lord will have to have mercy on you. They're going to tell him how your punishment going to play out. Or, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? You can't sacrifice nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, the moral of the class was that the brotherhood that you see in the UPK, you know what I'm saying, and the unity in the UPK comes because we follow the laws. You know what I'm saying? We actually follow the law. You can't have true brotherhood without following the law. You can't love Christ. You can't love the Most High. You can't love your family without following the laws. You know what I'm saying? Because the law is the truth. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get hands for prayers. So now we're going to salute out right quick. Should like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Israel, Margin Shabbat, Martin, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, top. Yahweh on the top. South on Yahweh, Awatnim, meaning turn and face the sister. All right. I'm in Israel, Martin Shabbat, Martin. Salaki. I'm thinking about getting right here. I'm saying Martin Shabbat, Martin, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Thought Hashem, Yahweh Shah.
I have to repeat it after you. Could you please help?
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar,
Allah,
Al, Atah,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shah.
Okay,
what's that Christ? Yahweh Shah, class dismissed.